Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. When your defense attorney lets you put too much information on the record during a plea, I think you can guess how it's going to go. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
No, I don't. So, Mr. Burdett, that isn't Ms. McSabi, is it? The name's different. Mr. Burdett, is Ms. McSabi going to be here today?
Yes, I gave her the Zoom information.
Okay. Yes, I'm right here. That was my attorney. Hi.
She's using some.
Oh wait.
Hang on. Ms. McSabi, can you stop? Can you stop and pay attention, please?
Yes.
All right. So this is the date and time of the scheduled plea. Plead guilty to domestic violence first offense, which is the 93-day misdemeanor with a deferred sentence. If you qualify, the deferral means that there is not a conviction in the public record, okay, while you're on probation. And if you successfully complete your probation at the end of a year, the case is dismissed. That's how that works. If you had a probation violation, it's possible and likely that a conviction would enter, so that at the end of your probation, that conviction would stay. It wouldn't come out of the public record. So that's how that works. That's the plea offer. Do you wish to accept that and plead guilty, ma'am?
Yes, I accept that and I plead guilty.
All right. Very good. Are you on any probation or parole at this time?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay, so other than the plea offer from the prosecutor, has anything else been promised to you, or have you been forced, threatened, coerced, or had anything done to you to make you plead guilty against your will?
No.
All right. You've gone over all of your rights to trial with Mr. Burdett, is that correct?
Right. Yep.
And do you understand your trial rights?
Yep.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights and you won't have a trial? You understand that?
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. And Mr. Burdett was appointed to represent you. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yep.
All right. So the information then states, on or about December 26th of 2023 in Leelanau County, not sure where this occurred, but you made an assault on Kim McSabi with a dangerous weapon, that being a knife, without intending to commit the crime of murder or to inflict great bodily harm less than murder. So are those basic facts correct?
Yes, so that's correct.
All right. So first of all, who is Kim McSabi?
He's my ex. We were married at one time, and then we just lived together for the last 27 years, and we just went in different directions on what we're doing, and so I feel better at what I'm doing now. I'm staying with my daughter, and it wasn't a good relationship. It turned.
So hang on a second, please. So were you and Mr. McSabi living together at the time this happened?
Yep, we were.
All right. So what did you do to assault him with a knife? Were you having an argument and you got mad?
Yeah, I became suspicious of him, of doing something that I didn't want him to do. And the following morning, I was in my living room making something with cardboard and left a knife there. And then I realized something, that he was cheating on me. And so, I went and confronted him while he was still sleeping, and then I went back to what I was doing, and then he got out of bed, and then I let's see, he got out of bed, and then he sat down on his chair like he usually does, and then I started some more on. I said, because I thought he was doing drugs, and so I said, I had to let him realize what he was doing, because he didn't seem like he cared, or just was very shallow about what that meant.
So Ms. McSabi, how did you threaten him with the knife?
Well, when I I tried to make him realize what was going on, and that knife was on the table there because I was using it for an art project. And then I picked it up, and then I was going to go put it back in the kitchen, and then he caught me and said that I've been trying to get rid of you for years, and that's totally false because I've been trying to get gone from him for years because of domestic violence and different things of abuse. And so I said, and I still had the knife in my hand. I waved it up and I said, I ought to kill you, because he ended our relationship of 27 years, and that meant a lot to me. And I worked really hard on, keeping him happy and working with him and everything. A good wife. And I said that. But he changed it.
Ms. McSally, hang on. I need to understand what happened. So you said you held a knife up. Did you hold it up in a threatening way toward him, putting him in fear?
No, not toward him. No, I went up in the air. I said, I ought to kill you. And then I was upset, and I knew my chair. I wasn't going to do his chair. I went around and did my chair. It was my chair. And I was still upset, and I punched it, and then I walked and went to the kitchen. Then he got up calmly, and then I said, where are you going? He said, call the police.
Ms. McSally, please hang on. So what did you mean when you held the knife in the air as to Mr. McSally? Did that mean anything? Did you intend that to mean anything to him, or what?
I meant it for him to realize that how serious and of what he had done, that I suspected him of doing, that how it violated our relationship, that we can't have no relationship anymore. And it was 27 years.
So, ma'am, did you intend to cause Mr. McSally to be in fear that he might get injured?
No, he was very angry. Every time I bring up his drug use, he gets very angry. And so he was angry.
Let me ask you this then. Were you acting in self-defense?
Somewhat, yeah, standing up for my rights, because I haven't been doing that. And I just started doing that for the last 10 years, speaking up and talking about my rights, So instead of just saying, okay, that's okay, and just leaving, I wanted him to know.
Sorry, we're all set. I'm not going to accept this plea. I'm just not.
Okay.
We'll send it back to circuit court. So you're all set, Ms. McSally. Feel free to leave the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we'll go on to the next case.